will apply both. Because you have a situation where the court have given an order, a ruling. They are not obeying it. The most important ingredients of what makes a nation is the rule of law.
Yes, if INEC can't obey court order, where else will citizens run to seek justice? They will hit the streets. Although it seems that INEC is retracing their steps, they invited the Labour Party legal team to come and inspect some materials, although it's not clear if they actually inspected voting materials, because INEC still said that they have some in the states that will be brought to Abuja, or maybe the legal team will be expected to go to the states. In any case, they should cooperate fully if they actually don't have anything to hide.
As we all know, time is of the essence in electoral petitions, electoral matters. So we have virtually 10, 11 days within which we must file the petition, for less than 10 days.
I want to assure you that the Commission will not hide any document from anybody and will make any document that they have requested.
INEC conducted an election that was seriously flawed, and when candidates complained, they told them to go to court. They've gone to court, obtained the court order, and they are refusing to obey the court order. Anyway, this is Nigeria, where there is no consequence for all these kind of actions. In the United States, the head of the Electoral Commission is not even known. Here, people like to arrogate powers to themselves that they do not have. Ordinary INEC chairman refusing a court order. Well, the president also refused obeying a court order, so he has a backing, sort of. No one will question him. There's no consequence. Anyway, let's watch out and see in the next few days if they actually give the Labour Party legal team all that they require, the certified true copies of the materials they used in conducting the election. This they will need going forward in their case against the declaration of the APC candidate as the president-elect.
In Rivers, where you know that the governor came out against me and everything, I said, if the real vote of Rivers were counted, Ruben, I won. I have over 50-something% of the vote. The other two parties were sharing the order.
Yes, Labour Party won Rivers State in the last presidential election. All the observers, even journalists that covered the election, even APC agents.
People want to feel that some results coming. Those results do not reflect what was finally declared. Labour Party won the money, but what's the final declaration? So let's assume that you support that situation.
In my local government, I noticed that the winner of my local government was an LP candidate. Far, better, he won every, majority of the seats in my LGA. But all of a sudden, everything turned around to be something else. And that's, gave me a concern.
Everyone is saying the same thing, that they don't know how they came about the results from Rivers State, that Labour Party won majority of the votes in the polling units where they covered, but somehow Bola Tinubu won Rivers State. This absurdity and rascality should not stand in the Nigeria of today. Even Wike himself indirectly accepted that he rigged the election. Let's take a listen.
Within us and our integrity group, we agreed that we must make sure power comes to the south. And in any state where you have control, if Labour Party comes first, APC must come second. If APC comes first, Labour must come second. And we did it. I'm proud to say it.
The audacity of politicians like Wike to do the wrong thing openly in the society is what is wrong with Nigeria of today. How can Wike use the police to snatch and steal ballot boxes? The police are supposed to monitor the elections and make sure that there is peace around the voting areas. But when they turn around and become thugs or escort thugs to steal ballot boxes, it portrays a decayed system. It portrays a Nigeria that doesn't work. A sitting governor employing the services of the police to assist thugs to snatch ballot boxes and alter the results of elections. Before the presidential election, Wike begged Rivers residents to vote for the candidate of his choice in order to save his political career. But on election day, he found out that people didn't heed that advice. People were voting massively for Labour Party That was what enraged Wike, and he deployed the police and thugs to disrupt and alter the results of the elections.
Police don't come snatch our ballot box.
Wike and his thugs were so brazen that one wonders what gave them the audacity to make it very open. Nothing was hidden. They were just, carrying on with the rigging as if it was the normal thing, as if they were having the normal election. Maybe because he thinks he has friends in the judiciary that nothing will happen to him.
The hero of this election, whether you like him or not like him, is Obi. The hero of this election is who? Obi.
It was not only in Rivers State that the massive rigging took place. In Delta State, Okowa, the vice presidential candidate of the PDP, lost his local government area to the Labour Party. He even accepts the popularity of P2B and Labour Party in this interview. This is Okowa on election day in his polling unit. He was waving at people, but no one seems to acknowledge him. Many parts of Warri did not vote. As you can see here, they were protesting that they didn't vote. So what they did on election day was to disenfranchise areas where the Labour Party candidate is very popular. So if they see that they can't rig the areas, they can't manipulate the results in certain areas, they just stop INEC people from going to conduct an election there, so that their votes will not count, because the more they vote, the more the numbers of the Labour Party increases. So it will be hard to, surmount their lead.
Come out now. See the way they cut them before.
Also, the greatest proof that the votes that APC got in the South were fake votes and manipulated, fabricated votes. Why are most of the governorship candidates not proud to associate themselves and campaign with his photo? All of them are attaching themselves to obedience, begging obedience to vote for them. They always try in one way or the other to attach themselves to the obedience. From PDP governorship aspirants to APC governorship aspirants. Even in Enugu, the PDP guy was rejected in a church. If people truly voted for Tinubu in these areas, they should be proud to campaign with his photo. After all, people voted for him. He's not an alien there. But the reverse is the case. They are campaigning and drawing the obedience because they know they have the numbers, because they know that the obedience voted en masse for Labour Party and P2B. They know that the APC and the PDP don't have the numbers. Without manipulation, the election was won hands down by the Labour Party.
It is not true that the PDP won that election. We have a result. Labour Party won across all the local governments. We have our result.
Also, in Akwa Ibom State, the army caught some fake uniformed men. They were driving around in convoy on election day, altering results in many polling units. This kind of thing can only happen when politicians are very desperate. If you think you really worked for the people, why are you panicking? Why are you afraid they will vote against you? If your hands are clean and you know that you did the right thing while in office, you shouldn't fear anything. You shouldn't fear anyone. You should have the confidence that people will support you or support your candidate.
Speak to that, please, because it's beyond age. It's also the fact that
the only experience they can claim is the same experience of corruption, experience of stealing, experience of doing the wrong thing.
What an epic reply. In Lagos, the problem that APC failed to understand is the fact that apart from their non-performance at the federal level, people have this sentiment that voting for APC is voting for Tinubu to continue his state capture of Lagos State. So that is the main issue they are facing. Another one is the outcome of the presidential election. Tinubu didn't win the presidential election, but he was selected by INEC. So people are going to come out in huge numbers to express that anger on election day. That's why Sanwo-Olu is moving around everywhere, going to churches, the same thing he accused P2B of doing during the campaigns. He's going about everywhere Why he's making it feel as if he's campaigning and begging people for votes? His people are behind campaigning and threatening people. Look at this type of campaign. How can you tell someone that the chieftaincy title he went to collect somewhere, that he made the money in Lagos? What kind of talk is that? How can you be so condescending? Is that how you beg someone to vote for you? They are talking it authoritatively as if it's a must to vote for APC. It's a matter of choice. Election is choice. You decide who you want to vote for, depending on your leanings, depending on your understanding. The more you people continue to threaten people, the more you repel them from you. The more you behave like human beings, and actually show that you care, the more you attract people to you. It's not just all about projects. It's not just all about constructing roads. Attitude draws people to you. You don't start telling people that they are this way, that they should leave, that they should go there, you don't start threatening people and expect them to vote for you. Who is the director of their campaign in Lagos? Who actually authorizes people to use this kind of message, to pass this kind of message in the streets of Lagos? This is irritating. In fact, no one will stand to listen to this because you're actually insulting them and expecting them to vote for you. The reverse is the case. If they continue campaigning this way, it's guaranteed that they will lose more voters. Because you don't insult someone that you expect to vote for you. It's like a man that is trying to woo a lady for her hand in marriage. How do you approach her? Do you approach her in a gentle and caring manner? Or do you approach her with threats and aggression?
You cannot change it from being Igbo. That is it. You want to know? At the end of the day, yes, I am running for re-election.
Anyway, make sure to come out on the 18th of March to vote for the governorship and the House of Assembly members. As usual, we'll be bringing you the results as we receive them from the polling units. Make sure to stay subscribed and enable notification. One more thing is that supporters of the Labour Party should not divide their votes in any way. They should decide the candidate that they are voting for, and all of them should vote for that candidate in all the states, so that you do not divide your votes. You have the numbers. When you divide your votes, another party might win.
We need to build a democratic institute that will be able to teach people what their job is all about and what they're expected to do.
Yes, P2B said that they will build a democratic institute for the Labour Party where people will come and learn about governance before going into elections and contesting for office. He also said that they will have a retreat after the elections. All the elected candidates in the Labour Party will sit down together and they will give them a direction so that they will serve the people better. This is a welcome development, and it shows that the Labour Party is not just planning for today, they are planning for the future. Yes, Nigeria will benefit hugely from having more nice people in politics and in executive positions. Imagine having the opposite of Wike as governor of Rivers State during the elections. The Labour Party would have won without any problem. Also, in other states where they don't have the numbers, the election would have been free and fair without intimidation of any sort. Thanks for watching.